Have you ever finished recording a video and you wish to move your webcam somewhere else, zoom in your face, or even remove your webcam entirely? The problem is that most people record everything into a single video file, which makes your editing much harder. But do not worry, you're in the right place, because in today's video, I'm gonna show you some OBS quick tips that how you can actually record your gameplay and your webcam separately, no plugin, no second PC, and no complicated setup. So without further ado, let's get started. Before diving into the setup, let's quickly check our recording settings. Go to our settings and look for output and go under recording. So if you don't see this, just set your output mode from simple to advanced, and the recording format I usually gonna set on MP4, but my best advice, if you're recording a longer video, it is best to use MKV to prevent when your OBS crash or even your PC shutdown, your footage will still be there and able to actually convert to MP4. And for the video encoder, it is because I'm using NVIDIA GPU, so I'm gonna go for NVIDIA NVENC H.264, and for the rate control, I'm gonna go for constant bitrate with a 40,000 of kbps. Keyframe interval gonna set it to 2 seconds. Preset, I'm gonna go for slow, good quality, tuning high quality, multi-pass mode, 2 passes. Rougher, I'm gonna set it to high, and take the look ahead. I'm gonna take this adaptive quantization, and the B-frame set it to 2. And there's one more thing that I would like to mention, that is, if you are wondering what is the difference between CBR and CQP, do not worry, because we do have a video that talks about what are the major difference and the most concerning question, which is the file size. So you might want to check it out. I'll leave the link in the description below. Once your recording settings are ready, we can now move on to the actual setup. So firstly, go to the settings and go under video. But as you can see that I can't actually adjust the resolution by now because I'm actually recording a video. But I'm gonna show you what you should key in your base and also for your output. So for the base, which is for the width, we have to use 1920 times 2, which is 3840, and for the height, just remain it to 1080p. And do the same for the output, and I'm gonna show you the example. What does it looks like after you do the setup? At first, you're gonna feel kind of weird because the canvas on your OBS is actually stretched all the way very long. When you talk about long, alright, I'm gonna show you the settings that I have already set up. So just go to the settings and we're gonna put up the video, and as you can see, the base is 3840 times 1080p, and always set the same for the output. The next thing is to set up your webcam and also for your gameplay or probably some other content that you would like to record. So now that I have my game turned on the background, so that you're able to see that this is by using game capture. So if you would like to record gameplay content, I suggest to use game capture, or some other content you can probably go for window capture or display capture. So now as you can see that my game is actually on the middle right now, it doesn't look good. So what you can do is just adjust it to the left and my webcam will be on the right. So I'm gonna do a recording footage and I'm gonna show you how to actually use it in your editing software. Okay, so that now I have my CapCut turned on because I use CapCut for my editing. So we're gonna import 2 of the footage. I'm gonna show you how you can actually crop it. So let me just put it up and hold out. We're gonna copy 1 more footage, and from here right click and go for crop. We're gonna crop just our webcam, for example. Click confirm. Now that we have a full stretch 1080p webcam, so that your image won't get blurry if you actually like zoom in on your face, because we got 2 sources that is recorded separately. So let me do the rest. We're gonna crop this for the gameplay. Okay, click confirm. So for now that you can actually just adjust whenever you want for your webcam, and both video quality is at 1080p. How useful is that? But if you're using a 1440p monitor and you would like to actually record it in a higher resolutions, try not to do it by 5120 times 1080p or even times 1440p, or else you will have an error message saying that the NVENC is actually overloaded. So for now, I'm gonna show you what if you do not set the output same as your base. It's gonna be something like this. And imagine when I just copy 1 more footage, I'm gonna crop it. Let's say for example, I just crop my face cam. And gonna be a square type, and imagine that you stretch it all the way up. It's gonna be something like this. It looks really weird. So always remember to set your output same as your base canvas. So play around with the settings in your output recordings, and always remember this: when you set a higher CBR, it might use more persistent resource when it comes for the recording. Now the question is, why do we need to record separately? For example, if you're trying to make a content for TikTok or even a YouTube Shorts, and if your video is recorded, your webcam and your gameplay is all merged together. So for example, if you like to actually zoom in your face or remove the webcam, just the gameplay itself, you can't do that. It's actually actually pretty much stuck. So with this method, you can actually crop separate source in your editing software like what I just did just now. But sometimes you might face a blurry image for your gameplay, so that you have to actually play around with the CBR or even with the CQP to have the better video quality. If you'd like to have a better video quality for the recordings, you might want to use a plugin called Source Record. We're gonna discuss about it in our future video, so stay tuned for that. And do not forget to comment down below if you do have any other questions. And most importantly, if you found this video is helpful, do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and it is the best way to help the channel to grow. If you're wondering what rate control you should use for your recording, CBR or CQP, you want to check out my recent video. I'm gonna leave it right here. So that's all for today's topic. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!